Welcome back, everyone. Happy Monday. Good to see you all. Nice to be back. Was on vacation last week and got a lot of crazy things that happened over this week. Got to get a nice little run right now. Hopefully, everybody got a little jump on this AAAI trade. What a nice little move. Dollar stock up almost $2 already. Still pushing up pretty strong. We'll talk a little about that and some other stocks that are going up. But thank you very much, everyone. It's good to see you too. Linda, good to see you. Richard, Grant, everyone on social media. Let me tell you, it was a crazy week. I don't know about you guys, but I got a little beat up on this Palantir. I gave away a lot of money. I didn't get beat up. I gave up a pretty significant amount and was really ticked off about it. We'll talk a little about that too. But anyway, it's nice to be back on this Monday. It looks like we had a couple of big movers that are going on right now. I want to touch upon them and we'll talk a little about that. But before we do, let's just talk about what the current events are going on in the market right now. Hopefully, everyone is keeping up with President Trump because let me tell you something. This guy is causing chaos even every day with the market. It could be good for some of you, could be bad for some of you. But let me just tell you, when the people I was away with some pretty substantial, how could I say it? Big market makers in the industry. Let's just keep it like that. And they also, I think I told you this guys before that with their planning that's happening right now is that you'll see you probably heard over the weekend that Elon Musk with Doge is really getting rid of all the fat. There's been this really big cleanup on the deficit, getting rid of people that are not producing. I think you heard. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but Musk was asking everyone in the federal government to tell me what they did last week. And if you don't submit it in, you're going to be fired. So anyway, regarding about all that stuff that's going on, let me tell you what Wall Street's what they're looking at. They're expecting that there's going to be a very, very big high inflation rate. Okay. Part of what happened in the Biden administration, what they were talking about is they were saying there's a lot of fake jobs out there and they kept the jobs high. Okay, that's what they're basically, the job reports were always like, you always had the Republicans always complaining, saying those are fake jobs, they're government jobs, and they kind of kept those jobs there. So with COVID and everything else, I don't want to get, once again, I want to get political here and all that stuff. But anyway, now that you have a new administration and you see that we're over $36 trillion in debt, they need to start cutting the fat. We're taking a lot less money in, and we're spending more money out. That's like saying I got a job that pays me $100,000, but I'm spending $200,000 a year. So obviously, some people don't like the news about getting fired and this and that. But anyway, they're really trying to cut the fat, and they're doing it early in the presidency, and that's actually normal what's happening because you don't want to do it when you're going to try to get reelected. So there's going to be a lot of firing. Well, just get to the point. There's going to be a lot of people laid off, and you're starting to see it. Okay, so inflation's going to be high. I'm going to inflation, but the unemployment's going to be high. If unemployment is high, they're expecting that they're going to push interest rates down. Okay, so that's what's going to happen because you can't have high unemployment and then high interest rates. So you're going to see a lot of that's going to be happening on. And also you're seeing a little oil on the rise right now. Energy prices starting to creep up a little bit. So there's just been a lot of that chaos that's been going on, good or bad, the way you look at it. And obviously they're doing it now. So I think you're going to see a lot of action going on in the market, big volatility. You see that what happened with the Dow right here, took some major hits. You could see that we were up to 45,000. We dropped all the way down we dropped about 1,500 points. I could probably see the stock dropping. The market probably can go down to 43, maybe down to 42. Let's see what's going to happen with these jobs, but we got a lot of support levels around 42. And when that all clears, and you probably get a good push. So I would be really cautious being long right now. The sentiment right now is being more short. All right, that's the way things are looking on the long-term trades. I got out of Palantir when I was away, and it sucks because when news came out, it all started when Trump said that he wants the Pentagon to cut 8% of the military. Now, 8% is a lot, okay? You could see that a lot of stocks did get hit. Lockheed Martin didn't get hit that much. It did come down a lot. And that's how you know when stocks are really kind of hit the bottom. When you remember, I always tell you, when you get the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst news and the stock doesn't go any lower, that's when you know it's time to buy. But anyway, that stock did get hit. And also the CEO, the owner, said he's selling about $2 billion worth of stock. When he came out with that news, boom, thing obviously took a very, very big hit. So a lot of those military stocks obviously took big hits of it. And also you want to be careful and want to see what the unemployment rate is going to be, because they are firing a shitload of government jobs. Okay. Now, regardless if that's good for some people or bad people, you don't want to see anyone fired. But you know what? If they're not doing their job and you're at the end of the day, if they're trying to cut, you don't want the United States going bankrupt. So when you make 100,000, you're spending 200,000. You're not going to last too long. You can only borrow so much on your credit cards because credit cards eventually have to get paid. So you're going to probably see a little bit of adjustment there. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Corporate earnings are mixed, regarding that. They're shifting a little bit more sector sentiment that I'm seeing a little bit. Regarding about economic data, basically we'll keep a close eye, like I said, with the inflation, the jobs, the GDP is going to be sparking some market volatility. So we're going to keep a close eye on that too. Now, regarding about what's going to be happening in the market, I know some of you here did see what happened with some of the stocks. I know coin took a very big hit. You could see that stock is at some big support levels. MSTR. Also, making a little bit of a Fausto flag on the downside. A lot of support levels around 300. Very, very cautious about this stock right here. You also heard there was a new COVID case going on in China. So NVAX last week got a little bit of push. Was it Moderna, mRNA? That one got a little bit of push up there. I don't know if those stocks really going to they made a little bit of pop going in the afternoon, but you can see it right here. I guess that was the news right there where it came out. So those stocks can make a big move. We'll see how doesn't mean that they came out of vaccine, right? So those stocks obviously made some spikes. But other than that, it's a new week. Some new stocks are moving. Let's go through that watch list. You can see the biggest percentage gainer right now is the STEC. That stock is moving up about 300%. Cheap stock, 71 million shares. The only reason I'm not too crazy about it, the stock is flat. That's the only thing right now that I would be a little concerned about. This one, on the other hand, the YYAI was a really nice little mover. Let me fix this so you guys can see a little bit different here. There you go. So guys on social media could see it. Brad on YouTube, good to see you also. This stock is obviously moving up pretty nicely. I like this stock because it keeps taking out some big sellers. Looking here at level 4, you could see right here that the orders are getting filled and it is pushing up. A lot of green balls going on. That stock still looks strong. So YYAI is going on the watch list. I'm going to put the STEC on the B list, okay? RETO was a nice mover after hours. I don't know if this was earnings, but earnings usually don't come out after hours. I got to check, but that stock had a really big run up. It's been on a downtrend, so I probably pass on that one. Looks like it ran up a lot. ATPC, this one is not terrible. But it is starting to trend down. I see a big order did show up here about $1.60. Just trying to push it back down. ATPC. We'll keep an eye on that one. PEGs. PEPG. This stock right here had a big order showed up. And it is pushing up a little higher right now. You can see it right here. Look at that big order showed up here around $1.60. A couple of green balls showed up. Looks like it just moved up here around 9 o'clock. PEPG, a little bit better than the ATPC. This one's on a downtrend after being up a lot, up 42%. Remember, we want to see stocks that don't have that flat line, right? We want stocks that are making new higher highs. Sometimes they will make a push, when the market opens up. But MLGO, this was a fun stock. We traded the stock so many times. This was another stock that had a really good move on Friday, $2.50 all the way to $10. What a great, great mover. Great market move on that stock right there. Do we want to put on the watch list? Just keep in mind that the stock is probably a category 3, category 4, MLGO. All right. I know we sent out a bulk email on that. Did you guys get the email that we sent out? I was really curious. I know a bunch of you did email me back. We'd love to hear your feedback if you did get on that trade or not. But yeah, good. I'm glad that some of you did get it. That was a great little mover on Friday. Awesome runner up. Losers, what do we got going on here? This stock is taking a very big hit over the weekend. Target Hospitality, breaking 52-week lows. Don't know if I see a bounce there. This one, new IPO on a big downtrend. Yeah, these are all pretty much dead right here. And this stock is moving up pretty nicely on the New York Stock Exchange. This ATCH, I'll put that on there. Boyle's on a downtrend, having a big run. Wow, Boyle went all the way to $100. Damn. That was a hell of a run from 50 to 100. Very hard stock to trade. If Boyle is down, that means KOLD is up. So you might get a little bit of a bounce on the KOLD. KOLD, and that's obviously has to do probably with the oil, that obviously commodities. And what else we got going on here? Baba's on a downtrend a little bit after making a big run. Baba could be a good short. Put that on the watch list. BABA. Big run up on that stock too. KOLD, we all remember that stock. I got out of all those stocks, by the way. I got rid of a lot of them. HIMS taking a very big hit too. I saw that too. HIMS all the way up to 70, finally came back down. Remember, when stocks go up too fast, you got to be careful. Same thing with PLTR. Just went up way too fast. That was one of the things you got to be really concerned. You always want something that's slow and steady, because whatever goes up comes down twice as fast. The lingo we always go by. As New York stock, any other brand name stocks out there, TSLL, the Tesla trade, that stock took a very big hit. Started making a little bit of, thank God. Got to keep an eye on the Palantir. I mean, this stock looks like it probably going to test around 80. I'm still a buyer of it, but let's see where that stock goes down. It'll be nice if it could drop down 40 points. It's always nice to get out of a stock when it's going down. Remember, that's one of the biggest mistakes that some of you have. You don't know when to take a profit, and you hold your losers too long. So I made one mistake on the PLTR because I was away, which I really don't like to do. But the only mistake I made on it was I sold on the second day, not on the first day. I should have got out when it started going down around 117. I could have got out at 115. I ended up getting out at like 105, which obviously doesn't look bad where I'm down to 96. NVIDIA starting to go down a little bit. There's the Tesla trade trying to go up. I don't really see that much action in any of them. I know I had a lot of people asking me about the SMCI starting to go on a downtrend. I mean, I don't know where you guys own it at, but that's 50, that 62 was a pretty big resistance levels. Once we got past that 50, now we went to that next level. So 50 looks like a big support. All right. Michael said he saw an analyst to watch it at 83. Yeah, I mean, listen, it went up a lot. I'm still a buyer on it. I will keep an eye on it. What is this stock right here? It's up $2. This is another one. Yeah, this is the one I got out of too. That was a pretty nice little run up on the FTAI. Damn it, I sold that too cheap. My God, you know what? I got away on it. I sold it right around 125. Oh my God, 160. And now I know why Josh was asking me if I still had FTAI. You know what? I had the stock around 80. I sold it cheap, but you know what? Whatever. Can't go broke taking a profit. That was a good bottom fish. I saw that stock went from 180 all the way down here to 108 down to 180. It was down 100 points. So anyway, still made money on it, right? All right, guys, let's get ready for the market opened up. So we got Traders Talk that's going on today. You got classes going on this week. Please make sure you're in those classes. Remember, it's very important. You got to learn before you can earn to be in those classes. If you want to know more about them, make sure you talk to your education advisor. If you're watching on social media, we will be back here at 12 o'clock. Make sure you take your phone, scan the QR code, top left thumb corner. All right, so we'll see you then. And we're here every morning. If you want to come and join our trading room, we're here all day. All right, guys, let's get ready for the market open up. We'll see you in about 15 minutes. For everybody else on social media, we'll see you back here on Traders Talk later on this afternoon. Or once again, come and join us during the day. We're here all day. We'll be broadcasting live. Good luck, everybody. Happy trading. And it's nice to be back. See you in a bit.